know who it is. You know who I be. It ain't no secret. It's Mr. Lines coming to you live and direct on this terrific Thursday, November the 12th, 2020. And we are in here like the atmosphere. So you know what we gonna do, dawg. We gonna G-A-T-A and get after these academics. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, not only is it a terrific Thursday, November the 12th, but today is day number 58 of our calendar school year. So we chugging along. We making it happen, Captain. But with that said and done, the weather outside today is going to be 72 degrees. It's going to be rainy. It's going to be drizzly. We're going to have showers. But who cares? Who's going to be inside getting this education in? Our quote of the day comes from Abraham Maslow. What does Abraham say? He says, if the only tool you have is a hammer, you tend to see every problem as a nail. You need more tools, baby. You need more tools. We got to learn how to read. We got to learn how to write. We got to learn how to do about math. We got to know about social studies. We got to know about history. We got to know about science. We got to know about everything so we can have a full toolbox of tools to be successful in the world. All right, with that said and done, what's up next? School news. What's going on in the school, Mr. Lyons? First off, Mr. Adeni says, and this is hot off the presses, we got North Carolina check-ins next week, all next week. All right, so Monday through Tuesday, we're going to dedicate it to math check-ins. We're going to dedicate Wednesday through Thursday to ELA, and then Friday, hopefully we can do some science, but if not, it's going to be makeup day. All right, but that said and done, we got to get prepared for those NC check-ins. All right, so teachers, please go check your email, send out the information to your parents, to your students, how to log in, check in, and what to do to prepare. They can go ahead and get that preliminary. They can log in, go ahead and take that practice little North Carolina check-in, like we do in the classroom, and get them prepared for success. All right, so make sure we sending out those North Carolina check-in codes to our parents and our students, because next week, it's on and popping. All right. So next up, Mr. Denny needs everybody. If you got any bulletin boards outside your classroom, inside your classroom, like Mr. Lyons, I'll be in there tomorrow. We're gonna knock it out. All right. All those bulletin boards needs to be put up, placed, and fixed up. All right, because we're preparing for success. All right. With that being said and done, oh no, I got some shout outs. What's up? Shout out. Ooh, who's this? Miss Green. Miss Green got some shout outs. Who she got some shout outs to? She said, big shout out to Grace Nevaeh for scoring 100 on her fluency test 1 minute before the time was up. That's what I'm talking about. Get that math in, baby girl. Get that math in, baby girl. All right. I got some more special shout out. Okay, middle school. Mrs. Bat said, hey, on Thursday, I'm going to announce some congratulations to these students who scored 20 points or higher or better on their pre-test. On Unit 2. All right, so the pre-test means we about to take the real test really soon. So let's go. Who's that? Alyssa, Essa, Jermaiah, Jaden, Nevaeh, Ryan, Deshae, Omari, Aaliyah, Jayon, Izokai, Jayla, Taylor, Trinity, and Sanaya. Round of applause to you, babies. Round of applause to you. All of the students need to make sure that you take the pre-test so you can measure your growth as well. So middle school, get in there and get that done. That's what I'm talking about. But what's up? Happy birthday, Trinity. You thought I wasn't going to do it. Trinity Anglin, what up? Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That is my school news, so you know what's next. Classroom updates. Let's get it. All right, first up is kindergarten, Miss B. What she say y'all doing this week? All right, we're targeting on how to draw and write about our comments for play. All right, we're learning about rhyming words, doing our skill lesson, and we're working on how to count to 100 by 1s, 5s, and 10s. That's what I'm talking about. That skill counting. Let's go up next. We got first grade. We got Colson. We got Williams. Miss Colson said this Thursday. All right. This Thursday. She said this Thursday now. This Thursday, we're going to start a new book called The Little Red Pen. Focus on phases in the story that matches the character's feelings. Good job. Next up, we got Mrs. Williams said this Thursday, we doubling down. We're doing doubles plus one. But then I got a shout out. Let me give a shout out to my first grade. I want to give a shout out to Kylie Davis, awarded extra math certificate for demonstrating fluency of addition by answering all beginning facts in under than uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis. In under the 6 seconds. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Go get it, babies. Go get it. All right. Next up, I got Miss Carrington and Mrs. McGuire in the 2nd grade, holding it down. All right, so this Thursday, Mr. Carrington said we're going to work on session 3, the invisible boy skills and commas in dates. And Mrs. McGuire said, don't fret, Mr. Lance, this Thursday. We took a quiz yesterday, so today we're going to review it, and today we're going to review the 2-digit numbers with and without regrowing. We're going to review it because we're going to set ourselves up for success because we're going to take that test, and we're going to be popping. All right, next up, I got kindergarten, 1st, 2nd, 3rd grade, and that's Mrs. Green and Mrs. Jones. Mrs. Green said, we're working on a multiplication unit all this week. In the science, we're doing states of matter. All right, and then Mrs. Jones said, hey, vocabulary quiz going down. I've been telling you all week, so it ain't no secret. Vocabulary quiz, we got compound words, writing responses to answer questions. That's what I'm talking about, 3rd grade. Next up, we got 4th grade and Mrs. Bell and Mrs. Archer. All right, now Mrs. Bell said, Thursday we working in small groups and we playing cahoots. All right, they kind of rhyme. Groups, cahoots. Yeah, that worked, don't it? All right, then Mrs. Archer said this Thursday we're going to read The Power of W-O-W. That's interesting. All right, then 5th grade, we got who? Mrs. Lyons. Why I want to call her Mrs. Lyons all the time? She's my word wife. All right, we got Mrs. Bradley and Mr. Lyons. All right, first up, once again, happy birthday, Trinity, holding it down in 5th grade. All right, ELA on reduce plurals and the prefix pre. Got that prefix, that's the beginning. Prefix, pre, and in social studies, y'all wrapping up the presidential unit. All right, and then Mr. Lyons got you all working this Thursday in math. We're still working on what? Adding and subtracting fractions. And then science, we're going to take a quiz on electricity and magnetism and keep working on one of the easiest units we're going to do, heat transfer. All right. Next up, we got middle school. We're going to work with the 6th grade, the 7th grade, and the 8th grade. Who's that team? Who's that 4-man team? Who that 4-man team we got? On the top, we got Mrs. Batts, we got Mrs. Blakes, we got Mr. Ships, and then coming up last, we got Mr. Michael. So first up, math. We're going to be working on more unit rates and finding the better deal in 6th grade. 7th grade, we're going to learn about the conference radius and diameter of a circle. Then in 8th grade, we're going to learn about understanding graphs and writing equational lines. All right, and then in science, we're going to be beginning our earth structures and looking at layers of the earth. And then in 7th grade, y'all going to be working on the weather. And in 8th grade, y'all going to start renewable resources. That's what I'm talking about. And then in ELA, y'all going to read the Patchett Zoo. And you're looking at elements of argument and using claims evidence. And in 7th grade, y'all going to be reading the folk tale, 2 legs of one, looking at tone and mode. And then in 8th grade, y'all reading passages from the novel, The Book of Unknown Americans. And y'all look at destruction, implicit and explicit things. And then finally in social studies, and then 6th grade in social studies this Thursday, y'all gonna be working on the earth's surfaces. All right, I'm working on earth surfaces. The lesson will be focused on the role that water plays in people's lives. And then in 7th grade on this Thursday, that will be focused on the Sumerian religion and society. Students will compare and contrasting social classes of ancient Mesopotamia to modern day societies. And then finally in 8th grade on this Thursday, the lesson will focus on the Spanish seas routes and the role of the Catholic Church. Man, that's deep. All right, students will examine the trade routes and products that were exchanged, and y'all also examine the push to spread Christianity. Yes, that's what I got. That's who it is. You know who I am. You know what I do. You know who I be. It's all wrapped in one. I am Mr. Lyons. I want everybody to every day tackle education and your academics with relentless tenacity and bend your will towards greatness. I'm Mr. Lyons, and I'm gone. Row.